Good morning, playmates. Welcome back to our clubhouse. As you guys know, I finished Ruin and Rising by the great Lee Bardot. I finished the Shadow and Bone Grisha universe trilogy. I did a 24-hour, and that was the only book I was able to finish in the 24 hours. But I still feel accomplished and successful because that was the only way I was going to be able to finish that book, because I was really getting really sad because it was the last book in the trilogy. So I always get nervous, like I keep saying, when it's the last of something, either last show, last season, last book in the series. So I figured if I would do a 24-hour on it, I would be forced to read it quickly, so it wouldn't take up my whole, rest of my month. I still have a week left, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I just don't know what to read next, y'all. I feel empty and full at the same time. I don't know what I can read after that. My initial plan after I read Evelyn Hugo by Jekin Taylor's Reid was to read the second book in the Akhtar series, which is called Mist and Fury. But I figured it made more sense to finish the last book in the Shadow and Bone series. It just made sense to complete that series. So, and then all throughout reading Ruin and Rising, my plan was to read Mist and Fury, but I don't know if I want to jump to that type of fantasy, to kind of a similar fantasy, even though they're totally different. But I don't know if I want to hop back into fantasy right now, or if I do, I want it to be dark fantasy. Like, I don't know, Mist and Fury right now, maybe that will probably be on my TBR for July. It just makes sense. I want to see what I can read in this last week, or at the end of June. So I don't know, y'all, though. I don't know, y'all. So I don't know. There's a lot of books at the library that I want. I think Verity by Colleen Hoover is at my library, so I definitely want to read that. I'm super excited. I thought I was done. The library will get you in trouble, y'all, because literally they will keep adding books, and you'd be like, okay, I'm done with the library. But no, they keep adding more and more books, and it keeps you hooked. But I'm so thankful for the library because it saves you a lot of money, and also, once again, you don't have to keep buying physical books. I feel so at peace not having so many books anymore. But I took a video and photos of them, but you feel lighter when you don't have so much stuff. But so the library really helps with that, helps me save money, and two, I don't have an accumulation of so many books, so that feels good to me. So I have the library options. I have the small library that we have of physical books that I can choose from, and then of course I have my beloved Kindle Unlimited. I've been really loving reading on my Kindle. This is what she looks like. She's so cute. I love the case. I love cats. And then it just says good night. I love reading. My favorite time to read is at night. I typically like to read at night outside, so I just thought this was just so fitting. So yes, I've been mainly reading my books, like getting them from the library. So I've been mainly reading my books physically, so I've been trying to take advantage. I haven't been really taking advantage of my Kindle Unlimited, so I think my next book is going to be on Kindle Unlimited. So I've been really enjoying reading on my Kindle. So yeah, the Ruin and Rising was on my Kindle, and I just fell back in love with reading on my Kindle because it's just so much easier, y'all. Like, you don't need light. You don't have to worry about damaging the pages or anything. You can eat easier while reading on Kindle. So yes, so I was up all last night trying to I was in this mood where I just didn't know what to think. I just was still in the Grisha world. I was still thinking about the characters in the book and the events that happened. So after I got over that, which took me 2 hours or probably more than that, because literally the ending, I don't know, it's just, man, I just can't believe it's over. And I'm a type of person who has to sit and meditate on what I just read, and I have to let it sink in. I can't just jump straight to a book, and then I wasn't even planning out what to read next. So I was all confused, y'all. I'm a mess. Fourth Wing and The Final Strife. It's just so many options. When there's so many options, it's so difficult, and I don't even know really what genre. I think I want, like, per se, like, I think I want dark. And maybe some fantasy, but maybe more so romance. So yeah, maybe like dark romance. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. And I want to read some more books by Black authors and with Black main characters. So that's kind of my vibe that I'm leaning towards right now. I love looking for books on my iPad rather than like on my Kindle, because everything is in color. So yeah, that's the only thing that frustrates me about Kindle, is that it's not in color. Like, ooh, it's these so beautiful covers and they're just in black and white. Like, but I think that's just to make it, I don't know, save the battery or something. I don't know the reasoning. But like, look, this was the cover for Rune and Rising, and it's just in black and white. It's so frustrating. Like, but it's okay, we move on. There's nothing we can do about it, and we can always just pick up our tablet and look to see the stuff in color. So this is the books that are in my library right now. Let's give you guys like a sneak peek. Oh, and then we have the second book of Haunting Adeline, which I think is Hunting Adeline. And guys, you guys already know how I felt about Haunting Adeline. I love Zayd, everything about it. It was just so dark. As you guys know, check your trigger warnings, but that just made the book so top tier. Oh my goodness, it was so unique because she took all the risks. The author, H.D. Carleton, she used her full imagination in that book, and she did not care. She took risks. Like, I was just like, OMG. So yes, I definitely want to read that this year, the second book of that. I just don't know. But I have some on my list. I just don't know. This is just the worst feeling when you don't know what to read, y'all. There's so many possibilities. I know I don't want to start another series, and I don't want too big of a book because I want to be able to finish it by the end of June, which is like next week, because I think it's like the 21st. So I want to be able to finish the book by the end of June. So those are my criteria to narrow it down. But y'all, I'm still just thinking about Rune and Rising. It was a whirlwind of a ride. It's a good tongue twister. A whirlwind of a ride. It was quite a journey. I'm so sad it's over. The Darkling was so interesting to read about, and just such an interesting character. It was so many interesting characters in that book, and just to see their character development and their progression in the book, top tier. Definitely recommend the Shadow and Bone series to anybody who's kind of thinking about it. Definitely read it. But yeah, y'all, I don't know what to read. Say hi, Baby Yoda. Hi. And I'm still using my Crash Bandicoot to hold my phone in landscape mode because of my tripod broke. So that's wild. But I'm trying my best here, y'all. I'm editing my 24-hour reading vlog, and then we are going to start on our new book. I'm so excited. Wish you guys like the little rose. But yeah, the sun is setting and it's just nice. So yeah. Alright guys, so it's 12:30 a.m. on, I guess, Thursday. So I'm excited. We are reading this new book. We're starting it. I'm so happy. It took me a long time to figure out what to read, y'all, after reading Shadow and Bone, the last book, Ruin and Rising. So, but look at this cover, y'all. It is so beautiful. This is called Music of the Night, A Tower Knight's Tale by Angela J. Ford, who is a Black author. And the cover is just so beautiful. And it's like even more beautiful in color, which I'll roll the clips of it in color, but it just captivated me. And I was like, oh, I was intrigued. I clicked on it so fast. And basically it follows the tropes of like Beauty and the Beast. It follows the trope of Beauty and the Beast and the Phantom. So that's super exciting, and it's supposed to be a dark romance retelling. So I'm here for it. And already what I'm like 7 pages in, and Arya, the main character, her life is already turned upside down. So yes, it's only like 258 pages, so Kindle claims you should be able to finish it in. Alright, sorry guys, I'm so bad at working the Kindle. Like, you have to press certain spots to tell you different things, and it's so like sensitive. It has to be this exact spot. But based on my reading speed, it says 5 hours and 3 minutes. So that's not that bad at all. So let's start it. I'm already liking the setting. We're getting autumn and the chill of autumn. I love it. So you guys know that's my favorite season. So that's pretty nice. Right now it's summer, so I'm autumn dreaming right now. So it says As I approached the window and threw it open, heedless of the cool kiss of autumn and the whisper of twilight. So it says, of the cool kiss of autumn and the whisper of twilight. So that's so amazing. And apparently there's this high tower. So yeah. Ooh, all year long, the Bayside town was covered in a dense layer of gray fog that hung above the rooftops, occasionally stretching ghostly fingers and warning against those who prayed for sunlight. Ooh, come on now, come through. I knew I was gonna like this. Alright, y'all, so I'm really enjoying the book so far. I'm 10% in. I'm loving the just descriptions of the book, the imagery of the book. It's giving me Gothic, it's giving me just dark, woodsy. We got castles, we have this cool, interesting, ancient theater. I'm just loving it. I'm just loving it so far. The main character isn't annoying. It's first person, and her name is Aria. And like I said, her life has just turned upside down, but the only thing helping her through is music and just the sound of music, and her passion is to sing. And she kind of has this decision to make, so it's very interesting. And right now she's just like roaming through the woods for one reason or another, but it's so good. I'm intrigued. I'm gonna see how long I can last to read because I don't want to put it down. So yeah. It said, the woods whispered my name, come Aria, come to us. Interesting. It's definitely giving me like the Seven Horsemen vibes, or just anything like that, like Ichabod Crane, Sleepy Hollow vibes. Like that's what it's giving me, y'all. And I love Sleepy Hollows. I like the vibe of Sleepy Hollows. And once again, I did not finish, but I think I'm on the last season. So yeah, once again, can't finish nothing, but yeah, but that's what it's giving me, and I'm loving it. And the cover is so pretty. That's what drew me in. I finished Ruin and Rising yesterday, and it was so hard to pick what to read next because that just left such a hold on me. But I'm glad that I finally found something to read. I didn't want to go straight into Mist and Fury because that was gonna be like fantasy to fantasy. So, but basically, The Music of the Night by Angela J. Ford, who is a Black author. This is supposed to be like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and as well as a Phantom retelling. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's supposed to be like a dark romance. It has like a Gothic, mysterious high tower, and I'm just intrigued. So right now I'm enjoying it. It's giving me Sleepy Hollow, Gothic vibes, and I'm loving it. It says I have 5 hours and 12 minutes left, so it's 12:15 right now, so supposedly I should be able to finish around 5:15, so hopefully I can see the sun rise. So that's my whole plan. I just really want to see the sunrise, so hopefully I could finish the book. And yeah, I don't know why I have this splurge of energy, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't seen this book hyped up or anything. I haven't seen it on TikTok. I was literally just scrolling through my Kindle Unlimited, and I saw the cover and I was like, click, and then it was like dark romance, and it said that it was a Beauty and the Beast and Opera of the Phantom retelling. So I was like, oh, I have to read it. And it's not that long, so I thought it was like a quick read, because I kind of want to read books that are quick for the end of June. So I think that just makes sense. And then I will read Mr. Fury and some more Actar books in July. So that's kind of like my plan, to have a Actar marathon in July. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, I have this vampire bittersweet romance piano. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's the castle ambiance and it has like dark academia. And then I have my Canada Dry. Alright guys, so it's 12:30 a.m. and I'm 16% in, and I'm really enjoying it, you guys. Yeah, and it's dual perspective, so we get her perspective and then his perspective. I'm so excited. I like the setting, the Gothic haunted tower or castle. I mean, like it was like a haunted, morally gray cathedral, and he's like a morally gray character, and I'm loving it. His name is Uriah. I don't know, but I'm excited. Basically, right now she like pretty much begged him to teach her how to sing, because if she doesn't know how to sing, she will be having to go into a forced marriage. So, but he was like, what price are you gonna have to pay? So I'm like, oh snap. Anyway, let's see, this is why I love dual perspectives. OMG, this man is talking about vengeance. I'm shooked. Wow, this is getting juicy, y'all. I was not expecting all of this.